Welcome back, students. The purpose of this video is to check to make sure that our answers to our polynomial long division were correct. So if we're checking to make sure that our division was right, then we need to undo it by multiplying. So remember what we got when we divided this polynomial 4 terms by x minus 4 was x squared minus 4x minus 12, and then we had a remainder of negative 57. So I'm going to start off by multiplying the x squared minus 4x minus 12 times the x minus 4, and then I'll add in my remainder at the end. So first I'm going to take my x, my x term here, and I'm going to multiply that by x squared minus 4x minus 12. And then I'm going to take negative 4 and multiply that by x squared minus 4x minus 12. That's going to get me x to the third minus 4x squared minus 12x. And then negative 4x squared minus that'll be plus 16x, and then plus 48. So now I look for my like terms to combine. So I'll have x to the third, and then here's x squared, here's x squared. So that's negative 4 and negative 4, which will make negative 8 of the x squareds. And then here's x, negative 12. Sorry, that doesn't look like negative 12, but it was. Negative 12 plus 16 is going to give me positive 4, and then x, and then positive 48. Okay, so when I multiply those together, I got this polynomial 4 terms. But what I'm supposed to have is this. So let's compare. X to the third, negative 8x squared, positive 4x. But this is negative 9, and this is positive 48. But we had a remainder of negative 57. So when we add our remainder, we're going to get x to the third minus 8x squared plus 4x. And then 48 plus negative 57 gives us negative 9, which it now matches. That's our original dividend, which means that our answer up here, this was our answer that we got. This was correct. So we had x squared minus 4x minus 12, and then the remainder over what we were dividing by. Let's check on these. All right, so if I multiply 2y minus 1 and multiply that by this trinomial, I should get something pretty close to this original polynomial 4 terms, except I'm going to be 4 away if my calculations were correct. So first I'm going to take 2y and multiply that by 2y to the third plus y squared minus 2y. And then I'm going to take negative 1 and multiply that by 2y to the third plus y squared minus 2y. And that gives me 4y to the fourth plus 2y to the third minus 4y. And then negative 2y to the third minus y to the second plus 2y. Combining like terms, that'll be 4y to the fourth. Here's y to the third. Here's y to the third. Positive 2 minus 2, they actually cancel each other out. And then here's y to the second. And I messed up this video because I messed up this problem. What I should have gotten here when I multiplied 2 times negative 2 would have been negative 4y squared. Okay, so negative 4y squared minus y squared, that's going to give me negative 5y squared. And then I still have this positive 2y. Okay, so when I multiplied those, I came up with this. Comparing it, I had 4y to the fourth. This is why I knew that I did something wrong before, because I knew I was supposed to get negative 5y to the second. So that's why I was able to figure out that this was supposed to be y to the second right there. And this was supposed to be positive 2y. So I have that much. What I'm missing is this plus 4, which was my remainder. So when I add that in, plus 4, now I get what the original dividend was, which tells me that this up here, okay, my answer was correct. Let's do one more to check. So I need to take x squared plus 2 and multiply it by, actually just x squared minus 1, and then I'll add in my remainder. So I'm going to take x squared, and I'm going to multiply that by x squared minus 1, and then I'm going to take my positive 2 and multiply that by x squared minus 1, because there's no reason to do this 0x. So x squared times x squared is going to give me x to the fourth. X squared times negative 1 is negative 1x squared. And then 2 times x squared is going to give me positive 2x squared. And then 2 times negative 1 is going to give me negative 2. So this gives me x to the fourth. And then negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1x squared. And then I still have the minus 2. Okay, so what I'm supposed to get is this. X to the fourth plus x squared. I have that so far. But then all I have is a minus 2. I'm supposed to have a minus 3x plus 5. So now let's add in the remainder, which is negative 3x and then a positive 7. So this is going to give me x to the fourth. I'm going to bring down my positive x squared, and then I'm going to bump in my minus 3x, and then negative 2 plus 5 is going to, or negative 2 plus 7 is going to give me positive 5. And now this matches, which means that this answer that I had before was correct. So that's how you can always double check your work with long division and make sure that you got it right before you even submit a quiz, submit a homework assignment, or anything like that. The opposite of dividing is multiplying, so check your work with multiplication.